So Gary, just run us through the busy time that you guys have had behind the scenes in the last sort of couple of weeks.
We've had a real key drive with the use of the facilities here with the artificial pitch, new function rooms that were coming with the new build, the Platinum Club, the FlexLeigh. So it's been a really, really busy time here at the football club, and it's been great to see so many of the local community football clubs now using it as part of their winter training schedule, and having the more senior clubs still training here during the evenings, as well as academy usage. Colleges come to use the game through sports on pitches, and obviously we can't forget our first team as well, and they get the best facilities in the local area.
So as the 3G facilities manager, how have you seen the difference between, say, the Hawks just having a grass pitch and now having this amazing sort of 3G pitch at the club?
There's a number of ways, to be honest. First way is, if you take it back to the Torquay replay, that game wouldn't have gone ahead, full stop. We've had absolutely no chance of training on the pitch beforehand, and you take Moneyfields were called off for their reserve team game, which is a few miles down the road, and that got called off 5 minutes before kick-off. We'd have had all of the crowd that were in having to do all the logistics work of trying to get the refunds sorted, and then a rearranged date for the Torquay game prior to that. The things are endless that goes on in the background that you see just because you have one game called off, and to have that guaranteed that it will take place. The artificial pitches are no-brainers, and it's great. It's great for the football club, it's great for the local community, and really it's reaping its rewards.
Talk to me more about the half-term courses you do on the pitch, because they've been a great success so far, mainly based around the Hawks and the community football club that we've now got. We've got kids, I understand, from under 7s to under 16s that come, but you actually want to get more and more of the local children in as well, don't you?
Yeah, so the courses themselves are designed for children to come in and have taster days in a stadium pitch, which you don't get on any other holiday course. We're also, believe it or not, the business part of it, we're the cheapest course around, and significantly. So it's designed for the local community to come in at that cheaper rate to basically experience what they can do if they were an adult and playing inside the stadium. We have had the merger with what was called Padmore Rovers Youth back in the day, it's now Hawks Community Youth, and that is providing children from under 8s all the way up to under 16s that pathway through into our academy, and then hopefully one day into our first team. So it gives us steady progress along, and it's really great to see 140 kids in that youth section training on this pitch every week, then having their games, and sometimes they also have games on the pitch here as well, and on Saturday morning prior to coming to watch your first team game. So it's been a valuable experience. It's still in its infancy. It's only a few months into the season for them, but it's really pleasing to see the 15s are doing so well. I believe they're undefeated at this time, where they were this time last week. So there's a number of teams that are already improving them based on the fact they're training here and they have a better experience.
And I believe none of their home games have been called off yet, is that right?
None at all, no.
So just going back to the half term, so when do we open? Is it 9 o'clock, 9:30, and what time do the kids sort of go on till?
Yeah, the course runs from 9 till 3, so 9 a.m. till 3 o'clock. As it stands, it's £10, and we still have places available for the October.
£10?
Just £10.
For 6 hours?
Correct.
That's half of, I understand, what other clubs are doing, is that right?
There are some other courses out there at 20 to 25.
So £10 is an absolute bargain.
Absolutely, and it's more of a case of we want the children to enjoy their time during their half term. It is important that they've got other things that are going on, which is why the course is structured through their normal school hours. So if they did have homework and things like that, all their time's not taken up by football, but they still have the time for football to enjoy the physical activities that they should get in a day-to-day life.
And tell me your role as the mascot on Tuesday. I understand that you went down as the Harry the Hawk on Tuesday, went to Sainsbury's and Tesco's and the Havant Market. And I understand also we should never forget Waterlooville, because they're a big part of this football club. I understand we're doing the same exercise down in Waterlooville in the next week or two.
Yeah, thanks for the reveal about the masked singer. No, we have our mascot, Harry the Hawk. You'll notice I'm not Harry the Hawk on match days because of my other roles that I do, but yes, I donned the suit, and it's really to engage with the younger children. Everybody loves the mascot. Everywhere you go, they love a mascot, and Harry the Hawk is here. He's basically trying to engage with the community, make everybody feel welcome. And we did go into the local supermarkets, into the market in Havant, and we're due to go very soon into the Waterlooville market as well. So come down and see us on market days. Is to promote what we can do for the local community. Not only do we have the half-term holiday course, we also have our half-term tournaments for current teams that are already in existence, and they will carry on throughout the October half-term and through the Christmas holidays. but it's also to engage with fans to come down and watch the first team. The first team is pivotal to this local community. The first team has success, the local community are happy, and that's what we want to build with. So we're offering discounted rates through the FlexLeigh 1000 and through the local schools ticket scheme to have people come in at the family for just £12. It's absolutely, for me personally, I think the word's wrong, but it's ridiculous how something so cheap can happen in a football club. But take advantage of it while you can, because it won't be around forever.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that question. I understand that we've already not sold because they're free, but we've given out 300 tickets already in the first week of its announcement. Massive thanks as well to the community partners, Draper Tools and Drew Smith, Gibbs and Dandy, I think Snows and Paris Smith. I think those companies have allowed us to do this exercise, and we've already sort of given out 300 tickets already, so there's only 700 left, and I understand we had another 160 requests on Wednesday night after the game. Is that right?
That is correct, and we expect 160 of those to actually be taken up on the game against Slough Town on Saturday.
But just to be clear, Gary, it's free. I
absolutely
mean,
free.
People keep asking us, what do we have to pay to be given? It's free. I think
there is no catch to this.
It's not even £3. It's free.
It's absolutely free of charge.
Okay, so how does it work? So I fill in a form.
Yep.
You're going to give me a ticket, and I can go to any game I want for £6 and bring my 2 kids in for nothing.
That's exactly it. There's no catch.
Sounds a bit too good to be true, Gary.
It isn't. It really isn't. It's purely free of charge. You come, you collect. It's effectively a pass. Once you've got that pass, you can go to a specified turnstile and you can take £6 adult and children free of charge.
And one of the really pleasing aspects is looking through the applications of those 300 is a lot of it has come from the Leigh Park area, which is an area that we really want to attract more Leigh Parkers to come into the ground, living so close to the stadium. Did you see that as a real benefit to get the Leigh Park community involved even more at this football club?
Yeah, I mean, I've lived in the local area now for near on 20 years, so I know how the local area works, especially within Leigh Park and Wesley. The local shopping centre has had ups and downs, and it's had a few downs in the recent times. As silly as it sounds, it had a Tesco Metro in there shut down. It caused anarchy. People didn't know what to do. Elderly couldn't get to the big shop. A post office shut down, so they had to move one into a pharmacy, and now they've moved it to the other side. Things like this actually affect the local community quite badly. So we're here to try and make the local community feel better, to give them something rewarding, and that's the whole point of this. We're not here to just say, oh, we want this or we want that, because that's all it's about. It's about having that local community in here. The only benefit we get is to see our first team thrive off the atmosphere, and that's exactly what we want to see, and that's the only thing. But we want everybody to enjoy it and to have that atmosphere booming in.
And part of the 3G pitch is the community work that you guys are doing, where the pitch is allowed between sort of 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the afternoon to be used for various community groups. I mean, part of that is trying to encourage more and more of the West Leigh groups to come to the club and actually use it for free.
Absolutely. So we've had our first few groups coming in here using the pitch during those times. We've had a number of schools, including the Key, who have come down and benefited from the fact that this facility is here free of charge. They don't get that anywhere else. Everywhere else has a charge. That then takes out the school budgets or the community project budgets, and it's free. It's literally free of charge, and that's what we're trying to get out of it. We have coaches here that can help out. We can provide support, and we have a backroom team here that will always provide support as much as we physically can. So if anybody does have a need for a physical or any sort of activity outside on our artificial pitch, please get in contact with the club, and we'll be able to assist wherever we can.
And just to sort of reiterate that, some of the stuff you're doing, is it Man versus Fat and the cancer and the cancer programs, and we're also looking to get more and more disabled programs able to come to this football club free of charge and just have fun. I mean, that's the whole thing, isn't it? We're trying to provide fun for younger people.
That's it. We've got a number of projects. So starting with our own club, we have our Hawks Walking Football, which play on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday. We have various games here for Friends Fighting Cancer, which was formerly Football for Cancer. And they have charity games here on a regular basis, which is a great spectacle, and the amount of money they raise for local Portsmouth and Havant-based cancer projects and grants, it is unbelievable. We do have Man v Fat here. I think for those who know me, I'm not the smallest guy in the world. I actually participate in that, and I've seen the benefit of the fact I've lost nearly 2 stone in about 3 months. So that is that's brilliant as well, and all these things culminate into the really successful times that we've got going on at the club at the moment.
All right, Gary. Thanks very much for your time.
Thanks.